Empress of Joy. Surrender to our sacred power as womanhood, sexuality, and easy receiving. Today I'm gonna open up for you my secret that I was holding all my life until I made a decision to take full responsibility of quality of my life in all aspects of my life. Love, health, wealth, money, sex, creativity, inspiration, fulfillment. And the most important, I knew that I had a sacred knowledge to teach the world about balanced mindset, about alignment. And I knew why so long I didn't do it to my fullest potential. So today I'm gonna open up the secret to you. And I'm doing this not only to liberate myself, but also to show you example and give you clarity on your dark moment of your life, dark moment of your family life, and understand that it was all for your best. That was the preparation. Have you heard about this? If you feel that love is not available for you, if you believe that money is not available for you, if you believe that health is not available for you, if you believe that freedom is not available for you, if you believe that creativity is not available for you, it means that you are not available for them. And this is, we are not available for our life, not because we are afraid to criticize if we're gonna be visible. And actually we're not searching for approval either. That's also a mask. What we're really afraid, we are afraid to give what we think the most valuable we have. And why we are afraid to give is because in our families had some limitation idea about creativity, love, health, wealth, fulfillment, being fame, being a leader. Our families had painful stories and they wanted to protect us. So they put guilt, they put fear, they put their own misalignment understanding of the situation. And that time when they got separated from the floor, they became, or maybe they were already, emotionally not mature. So emotionally not mature parents, not able to give full emotional support to the child, and the child with lack of love, tension, care, creating the fear of being alone. So that child hold on as much as it can for their parents with their own limitation beliefs. So when we are afraid to give to the world our knowledge, our vision, our gifts, our talents, it's because we are afraid to let go our parents. And there are some study a lot of this, and a lot of coaches teach that to separate from the parents so the person can live their own life. And I understood that the best what we able to live, actually our emotional mature quality, our emotional intelligence, it's not from the separation of the parents. It's actually understand the story, to heal that story. And instead of fight with our parents and their limitation programs, instead of being ignorance, like if my parents was living like this and they was unhappy, but I will also follow up because I don't know anything else and I don't want to give pain to my parents, that call ignorance. Yeah, fight is also ignorance. Both of these situations repeating the story. So I was trying all until I finally give up and I found surrender. And surrender brought me to alignment to the sacred knowledge that I actually born with. I knew that knowledge, but also within me was so painful desire to separate myself from my, I thought, dysfunctional family on their ideas of the resources, idea of the living the life and things like this. I thought like how they cannot understand like that it's easy and joyful and it's all for creativity. We're here to create. So when I understand my surrender, when I got surrender, I start to practicing this, and after 2 years, I would say, I got strength to pull myself out of my victim and the fighter mode and actually understand if I want to live my life to the fullest, if I want that money, love, great sex, joy, freedom, fulfillment, fame, worldwide recognition, if I want that would be available for me, I make a decision that I am available for them. So meaning the role of the victim, role of the ignorant, role of the avoidance is no longer my choice. But forgiveness is very great indicator of our emotional mature understanding. If we say like, I forgive you, but I don't want to talk with you, we really didn't get all the gifts from that situation. Forgiveness is the line, is the border between a victim as human and the creator of our life. Literally God within. So I prefer to say God within, like realizing ourselves, like to be in the balance, into the balance of soul, mind, and body. It's like alignment. And on this side of the border where we fight, where we try to avoid, where we try to say like, I'm gonna live my life, there's still some story that we are hiding, and we are fighting, and we're seeing that something wrong with our family or with us, or there was some mistake, and I'm gonna correct that, and I'm gonna change the world. But actually, every fight with our parents, every separation with our parents is just multiply the ignorance. There's only one way to surrender to alignment is to understand that there was not dysfunctional. All our stories, few generations back, that was preparation for us to come out with alignment, with our own ideas, with our own vision, to really give to the world, give to the life our best version of us. That was our growing, and we are grown-ups, not really when we're 18 or 17 or 14 or 21. We've been preparing for few generations. It's all members of our life. They are so full of dedication and love, and it was the teamwork for preparing us, major players, for this time. You see the evolution on our planet, and we see how much ignorance happening here. And I believe that this is ignorance just helping us to wake up and say like, this is nonsense. This is nonsense that what's happened. And what we have to give to the world is just our clarity, our vision, our solution, our innovation, our awakening into the alignment. So I tell you my story. When I was a child, like really little girl, my mom got a position, high position. She was the business-oriented woman, and she was single mom, and she was in a position related to the property. Like people when they was receiving apartments from government, they had to wait. They have to be in the line, and their names coming out, so they received the apartment. So my mom was in that role, who was giving that apartments to the people. And something happened. I was so little, I didn't know actually what's happened. My mom has disappeared. So then I had some memories that me and my grandma went to some strange place where I can visit my mom. And there was also some kids, and I was playing with them, and they were saying something like, my mom, my papa would never ever come here again. I really didn't know what's happened. And then when I little bit grew up, I understand that my mom got into the jail. And I start to ask my sister, my relative, like, what is it? Because I didn't understand what's that. And I got impression that to get to the jail, it's mean that something's wrong with the person. The guilt and the judgment, and it was lack of clarity, lack of good explanation of what's happened. And plus my grandma that raising up, she loves me so much. And she also had a story with money. Like in Russia a long time back, there was a war between red and white Russians. So white Russian, it was, let's say, elite, like Russian who has money and who has land and who was more educated. And the red Russian, it was like more working power, and they thought like rich Russians was the thieves and they did something wrong. So the red Russians was killing white Russians, took their goods, was raping women, and my grandma was from the white Russian. So when the red Russians was coming to the family of my grandma, there was a lot of fear and hiding all these goods, whatever they could hide, and there was a lot of fear of resources. Then another war, and my grandma got married into a red Russian. So I really had a mix of all these beliefs and different platform of understanding what is the resources and how to deal with them. So when my mom got into the jail, looks like she get there because of she was single mom and she wanted to provide the best life for me, and looks like she was doing some stuff with the documents so that another person would get the apartment faster. And later on, okay, before I say this, so while I was single, like little girl, fully depend on my grandma with her fears of money, plus my mom's story, my grandma was putting so much protection on me that even literally blocked the road for me, not even desire of money. Like she was saying to me that the money is so dangerous that do whatever it takes to even not think about this. Also, she was saying that about the man and about my father and about my own power. So she wanted to protect me as much as she could because she was afraid that she could not save her daughter. That she thought that her daughter wanted the money, so she did some stuff. So she got into the jail. So probably she felt a lot of guilt on her that she could not protect her daughter. So she was protecting me as much as she could. So one day, me and my grandma, we went to walk to the sea. And during our walk, I saw one of my favorite food was selling, and I asked my grandma, can you buy that for me, please? And she said, like, I don't have money for this. I say, okay. So we go to the sea, and I was little girl full of faith and sacred knowledge. I come to this life like absolutely know that resources are easy. I knew all these sacred manifestation laws, how to create and how to receive easy, how resources is all energy. So I come to the sea, and a little girl start to talk to the sea, and I say, I want that yummy tasty food. Sea, can you please give me money? And there was a few rubles just floating to me. I took that was enough to buy that food, and I come to the grandma and I say like, Grandma, okay, this is the money, can you please buy that food for me? And she's like, oh my God, someone probably, no, even not probably, she was very sure. She said like, someone is drowned, someone is dead. And I like, fuck, I kill somebody with my desire of having that food. So that all ideas about money is dangerous, desire is dangerous, like someone gonna die, someone gonna get into jail, someone gonna be raped, or it's like so much fear. Like I was thinking, let me just shut down of my whole relationship with my family and run away to different world. So that's happened to me. I literally escaped from Russia in very young age and start to live my mature understanding of the sacred technique and the wealth and the abundance. And it was all well for few years, like the biggest amount of my life, until it became time to really come to the alignment in all aspects of my life. And I understood like, okay, there's some moments from my childhood not healed yet. And I back to Russia, and I start to really look again to all their vision, like why they have, why I believe like everything what happened to us, this is for us, this is our life, is always on our side, like they're nothing against us, never. It's only our perception. If we feel like we are a victim, we see life as against us, but life and the money and money, life, love, it's always for us, always. We are receiving all the time what we want. If we not receive something, we not really want it. So based on that knowledge, I understand like, okay, if I had that family, let me check again why this happened, why all my family was against money so much. Even there, like I had within me sacred desire of living life like I want to, but at the same time, it's my family is same like your family. It's within you. You can fight against it, you can ignore it, you can avoid it, but until you come into alignment, until you understand that it was the whole team player with you was preparing you for this moment to give to the life something that was the whole family, the whole few generation was preparing you for this great time, for our evolution on our planet, what's happening now. So I understood that my mom was not even guilty. She did that. So she and the grandma and the grandpa and my papa and my auntie and my sister, they all did for me to understand, to find a new way of cooperation with resources, with money, with voice, with alignment. So majority of the people knowing to get money, we have to get it from the people by exchanging for the time. Exchange time for the money. Another way of receiving money, exchange physical, our power or our knowledge to our money. Yeah. And there are a few ways: manipulation, sacrifice, compromise, pleasing, chasing. So this is always based on the idea that me and money are separated. It depends on other people. It comes from other people. So my family just literally blocked for me ways, traditional ways of understanding money and resource, so I would come to the alignment to my sacred knowledge that was within me since I come here to this planet. So that's how I understand alignment. That's how I understand that emotional quality, our happiness, our fulfillment, our desire is the priority of our best quality of life. So we think, majority of the people think like, when I'm gonna be, when I will have that, then I will be investing in me and things like this. So also they're saying like, when I see it, I will believe it. So alignment is the sacred knowledge based on faith. Faith, like, if I want it, not if I need it, if I want it, and I made decision yes to it, everything come onto the plate. So fear of giving to the world, like why we are not available for, why we think that money, love, sex, health, freedom, inspiration not available for us, it's because we not available for this. And why we not available for this? Because when we was a child, yeah, and our parents playing this limitation belief, child didn't have a permission for emotional quality to let go parenting beliefs. And fear of let go the limitation beliefs bring person to the conflict within. In one side, person wanna live joyful and free life and be free from fear. And when they understand, okay, this is beliefs coming from my parents, I'm gonna fight against this. The fight multiply ignorance. The fight multiply the reason that we're fighting. Okay? So, emotional quality and alignment and the faith, it's so it's so possible to develop after we really make decision to live our life to the fullest and free ourselves from the guilt. Like when we want to live our best quality of life and ask ourselves like, why I'm not giving this, why I'm playing so small, why I charge so small, why I'm not doing this and not doing this. That's because we are afraid to give. We're not afraid of criticize and things like this. It looks like we're afraid, but the major point, like why you're afraid to invest on yourself? Because you believe that money can be finished. Same reason you afraid to give to the world your unique talents and gifts, because you believe that you may be finished. It's something valuable inside of you, and you think like, if I'm gonna give it, I'm not gonna have it. And like a real well-being, fulfillment, alignment, like wealth, health, money, happen when we understand like, I am here, I am flow, I'm not dependent on other people, I'm not dependent on other situation. I am endless resources, all the resources, all the kingdom of God within me. So, real things, like real reason, why you been in preparation, why you on this role now, in our evolution time on our plane. There was no coincidence. You are not mistake, nothing wrong with you. There was preparation and a great team work for few generations to give you that set of ingredients that you have now. And you, only you can create this sacred creation and give to the world and give to the world and give to the world and give to the world. So you will create your own frequency that not yet exists. And two of my program, like my best creation, like best diamonds, like best of my collection, best of my truth. It's an Empress of Joy. It's a full surrender to our sexuality, womanhood, to easy receiving, to alignment, to understand how to lead our people from the position of healed, aligned womanhood, understanding what is the voice, understanding how to come out from the costume of man and lead it from the true womanhood position. And the second program is the legendary life. This is so pure sacred knowledge of understanding what we should teach at this time all over the world. Legendary life is for the people who understand that they here with the knowledge, with the idea, vision, creativity that it's not on this planet yet. Okay? Because what's happened to the people? We are awakening. We are awakening, but we need new leaders in all points and all aspects of our life. And we also have to raise up our frequency as high as possible. So, my legendary blueprint of my soul is to flip mindset from no one need me, emotional orphan, to I am here. Kingdom of God, it says, when your left and right be equal, when you're up and down gonna be equal, when you're in and outside gonna be equal, you're gonna enter kingdom of I am. I am is the alignment. I am here. I'm not with the flow. I am flow. So I'm open up my secret to you today to understand, to give you understanding that whatever you think that you need to hide about you, that you saying that it's your trap, it's your curse, it's your weakness, it's actually your investment of the future generation, and it was a great team. And when you decide, truly decide to live fullest and be inspirational for your kids, for your family, for your team, for your clients, for the world, to be influencer for the whole world, to the people who you even don't know, you had to transform your pain into the blessing, into the catapult. So alignment, it's the mindset of Antichrist understanding of any situation. It's not only transforming what I teach flip perspective of your understanding. So the Empress of Joy, this is the program, individual program. I had 3 levels of this program because every woman had their own expertise and own speed and understanding of the resources. So in all 3 levels, I give the structure of the alignment. I do the healing of the womanhood. I understand like how to align with the voice. I give the understanding like true voice. I gonna give clarity, guidance, how to transform and take a gift from the whole generation support. So the person come out of the fear, of the ignorance, of the putting on herself someone else costume and roles and leave someone else desire even. And it's 3 levels. It's a different time. The difference between these 3 programs is a different time, and it's the different understanding of the resources. Some women can understand thousands of dollars or euros, some count in the millions, and someone count in the billions. So it's a different flow of their different speed, different frequency. So it's kind of like, it's a lead program, but I also create like business and first class for these programs. It's not like one of them better than another. It's understanding like what is the maximum capacity you can get at the moment. Yeah, if you can get at this moment thousands of millions, and your desire is like to absolutely understand, to limitless, it's the 1 level. Yeah, and another person is just like probably want to understand like what is the womanhood, what is the leadership position. So all of us are different, but what does make similar, that we've been preparing for this role so many generations, and our vision, our voices, our inspirational examples are life-changing. Not only our life, but also our kids and our families. And this is raising up standards for so many lives. So, my love, if you feel that you're born to be Empress of Joy and you want to heal your womanhood, you want to heal your beauty within, your sexuality, sacred power, if you want to free yourself from the guilt, I'm inviting you for complimentary discovery video call where we can discuss if we can match each other for this probably one of the most beautiful unfolding that gonna be within two of us. And also I want to create first session. I want to make it publicly available, so I'm gonna invite woman who gonna be best match for this, and I'm gonna transform on that session guilt. So it's gonna be publicly available to see to the other woman what is the liberation when we truly forgive ourselves. And it's like there's so much confusion from the religious, even it was like so long ago, there are still so huge anchors on us, understanding of the religious and understanding of not equality between men and women. So there are a lot of guilt. And on the first session I'm gonna see your particular situation, like where, for what you felt guilty, and gonna teach you how to transform that. So if that resonates for you, or you already feel like this is whole program for you and it's resonate, you know that what you was looking for, you're very welcome to book free complimentary discovery session with me where we can discuss details. And I just want to say to the whole world that I'm so grateful to my mom, to my grandma, to my papa, to my grandpa, to the whole my relative. I'm sorry that I was fighting against you. I'm sorry that I didn't understand before that it was for all, that you was all supporting me. I thought that I was alone in this world, and this understanding of our literally legendary life is start from we let go of idea like no one need me. When we live from idea no one need me, we try to fill up our emptiness with some dysfunctional toxic relationship, and we feel pain, and we cannot understand why we cannot come out of this unavailable man, or some sacrifice or compromise or chasing or pleasing, and it all looks like so difficult. And in our hearts we know that we here to live so great life and raise up standards for others and raise up standards of life for our children. And I am doing this for me, for my family, and for you, to give you clarity, understanding that nothing wrong with you, first of all. And I want to show with your help to other women that no one is guilty. Money is not guilty. Love is not guilty. Life is not guilty. All my life, when I had the desire to live my great life, I had a fear to overcome, like what's gonna happen with this money. So there was like always misalignment story with money. In one side I could create multi-millions very easy like this, and another side there was like all the time guilt and fear, and it just was not calm situation. Like it was like a lot and then zero, a lot and then zero, a lot. So when I make a decision like, I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to make my business as empire of joy. I want my team had their salaries in time. I want to give to the world like my best products and my best quality, my best brand, my best knowledge, my best impact. I understand that I need to heal that stuff, and this fight with against that, with feeling guilty, this is not possible to do. So I created this program, Empress of Joy, for a woman like me who has same desire and fulfillment and blueprint of their soul to give to the world impact, to teach to the people, to help them awake from the ignorance, and not to say like, oh, this world is crazy, but really multiply the clarity, multiply awakening, multiply love, multiply unity, multiply happiness, multiply sacred knowledge of emotional quality and the frequency. Understand like our happiness is a priority. Like we don't have to go on sacrifice or compromise or manipulation because of our money, because we have to feed our kids, because we don't have to be afraid to be without money and be in dysfunctional relationship with the man who can rape our kids or who can be drink or mistreating ourselves. What I teach is alignment, like all the money without limits, all the joy, all the love, all the inspirational, it's all within us. This is knowledge that coming through me to the world and multiplying with your help. It's a freedom. It's the freedom of others. It's the freedom of understanding like money coming not from the people, they come in via people with our exchange. But first of all, it's our intention to be available for us, to choose us, to be here and now, and understanding I am responsible for my life. I am emotional mature, and if I have some weakness, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna make myself healed and aligned for me, for my kids, for my resources, for my health, for my family, for my people, for my team, for my clients, for the whole world. And we cannot do this with the fight, and we cannot do this with idea like who I am to make a difference. It's all start with us, and your knowledge and your product and your idea, what you have in you, that's not a coincidence. That's not a mistake. You have all these gifts and talents and blueprint of your soul, of legendary soul, for you living up inspirational life for you and for others. So it's time, my life. It's time to be available. Okay? When we are afraid to give to the world, I understand this fear. It's not you as adult afraid. You as adult understand we here to live material world, enjoy and not put the guilt on the money and the great good grade of living. But the child, inner child, didn't have permission for their own freedom and fulfillment. I am here and I'm creating my life. We as inner child believe like we depend on the parents, and this is have to heal. We have to give ourselves permission to put ourselves in priority. And I'm here available for you and me, for our kids, for our resources, for our people, for our land. to understand how to heal and come to the alignment within. Okay? So, my Empress of Joy, I see you, I feel you, and I'm here to tell you today that your people, your resources, your health, your beauty within, your sexuality, your joy, your message, your impact are waiting for you. My name is Salomon Eina Rivatar. My blueprint of my legendary soul is flip of the mindset from emotional orphan, no one need me, to I am here, I am flow. All the resources within me. Within us is the kingdom of joy, kingdom of I am. And I am here to give activation for legendary souls, kids, men, women. We have to start from healing our womanhood, to understand our equal powers. Our left and right have to be equal to enter kingdom of I am, kingdom of joy. Men and women are equal. Our energy within are equally matter. So, this is program Empress of the Joy. Is for the women who are here on this planet to make a great impact. Not to fight, not to avoid, but to come into alignment. Multiply clarity with me. You can book a complimentary discovery call right now, and let's see if you're gonna match for the first session of this program, where I'm gonna show you how to flip your guilt and your darkest moment into the true blessing catapult of your greatness. Okay? Love you truly, and see you soon.